I'm back with some more mini motorways, and this time I think I'm going to play in Beijing just for something a little bit different. As you can see, my high score there was 2032, so I'm hoping if I can, I'm going to beat that high score. If I'm being honest, I think it is very, very unlikely because I've played quite a few times. I wish the game would keep track of how many times I had played to get that high score, because I think that would be, I mean, in some ways that might be embarrassing because you'd see how many times I've tried, but also you could kind of weigh that up with, I don't know, like if you'd seen I'd play like 100 times on this map to get that high score, then it's obviously quite unlikely I'm going to get that high score just as a one-off fluke. But anyway, I've been really thinking about what I want to do, because this is the first video I've recorded in quite a long time. I've been super, super busy. I can't believe like half my half term's already gone. Time just flies. It's absolutely crazy. And I've been thinking about what I want to do. I mean, my last video got like a crazy number of views. It's the most watched video on my channel, which is insane. And I've been thinking about how I don't do things for views anyway, so I'm not like trying to get that, if you like. But obviously, it feels amazing to have that many people watch it, and it just made me think, like, is that because people maybe actually enjoyed the video rather than wanting to see Minecraft stuff, or do people want Minecraft stuff? I don't know. So if you want Minecraft stuff, let me know, because otherwise we could be taking a dangerous turn towards. I was going to pop that there. A dangerous turn towards mini motorways. I mean, is it dangerous? I don't know. I know it's a game I love, and I think some people enjoyed the video last time, or I don't know. People are just sharing it around or whatever. But yeah, like I say, it got a bunch of views. It's my most viewed video because, I mean, I've literally just got a bit of free time now. The thing is, because I've just been so busy, I'm absolutely exhausted. I've literally just had to lay down and I wasn't going to do anything. But then I thought, you know, I don't know. I got my energy levels back up after having a bit of a rest. I was like, okay, what should I do? And I've been dying to make a video but not had the energy to do it. And I was thinking, what should I do? Because really, for half term, I really wanted to do that hardcore Minecraft survival series. But, like I say, as things have played out, I don't know if it's because I've not uploaded for a couple of days, maybe. But, yeah, now my most viewed video, Mini Motorways, it made me think, should I do another Mini Motorways video? I don't know. And I feel like if I do the same thing all the time, it gets boring, which is why I've shown you playing me in Beijing now. Oh gosh. So, I mean, I'd not set out any specific goals for this game apart from to try and get the highest score possible. Now, you might know, to try and get the highest score possible, really, you want colours to be, I always say segregated, don't I? You want them to be separate. And I've now got yellow and red kind of mixing together. There are ways around this. I've got 37 road tiles, so, I mean, should I play for a high score? I don't know. I think I'm very tempted to try. It wasn't exactly what I was thinking to start with, so I'm thinking if I have like a crossroads type thing there, and then maybe have like a little yellow neighbourhood going this way, I can make it go round that red one, and then let's make it look pretty. I do like it to look pretty. Do you know, when I was actually having my rest, when I was laid there, literally just laid on my bed, I did watch some Mini Motorways videos myself, and yeah, I get bored every so often, but I must admit I even find my own videos boring. Just really enjoy making them, really enjoy playing the game. But yeah, sometimes to watch they're not as exciting. But there are definitely some things that I watch and I just think, like, can I do it different? Can I do it better? I don't know if that's just how I'm wired up, because literally, like, I go to shops and I'm thinking, oh, what would I do if this was my shop? And I don't think that's normal. I don't know, maybe it's normal for like an entrepreneur, if you like, but hey ho. Anyway, this is looking a bit dodgy, so I'm going to bring that way. The trouble is that uses an extra road tile, but oh gosh, I'm not liking how this is working out. It's chaos already. Was this a great idea? I don't know. I mean, if I'm honest, because I was so tired, I was looking back at my old recordings that I had, thinking, is there just anything I can upload like I have been doing? And all the videos that I was watching, I wasn't a big fan of, so I thought, no, I'll record something new. Again, don't know if I'm doing the right thing by doing Mini Motorways. It is what got the most views, not that I'm doing it for views, but obviously it feels amazing to get those views. Let's go for the bridge. But yeah, I mean, if I'm honest, I mean, as you maybe know with this game, it's completely random, so I never know what I'm going to get. And I'm not liking the way this is looking at the minute. I'm really happy that I've sort of split up the reds and yellows in a way, but this is just chaos. Maybe a roundabout in here, because this is just a proper, or do I just let it? I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure. I mean, roundabout is probably the best way forward to mix all the colours together. But to be fair, like, that's just a red road, that's just a blue road, so they're only going to stop like this. Like, the reds are flowing fine because there's no blues in the way. The only problem is going to occur. Yeah, I don't know. Should we see how it goes? And hopefully, eventually, maybe I'll get like some more red houses nearer the red businesses and yellow houses nearer the yellow business, and I can hopefully try and split it up a bit more. But I mean, if I'm honest, I played a load of mini motorways this morning just while I was really bored. Didn't have the opportunity to record, but I've got the opportunity now, so compensating for it in a way. And I did play on Beijing because, I mean, I was just super bored. I mean, I obviously my last video. Let's take that way. My last video was doing a grid layout, and I really thought should I do another grid layout type video, but then I thought you've just seen it, so you probably maybe don't want to see that again. I don't know, would anyone want to see me try and do a grid layout again? I did think, should I try bigger grids and see if that works? But then I thought if it looks exactly the same and people watch the last one and weren't very interested, they might think, well, why should I watch this one? So to try and make it a bit different, I've gone for a different Mac. I can't stop saying Mac. What am I like? I've gone for a different map. I mean, a different map, not Mac, map. Playing in Beijing, which I must have said a bunch of times now. I keep repeating myself, but I forget what I've said, and I am just pure waffling. This is the dangerous thing about recordings. You just spieling, completely random things. And because I'm not talking with anyone, yeah, you just sort of lose your train of thought. I've got like a bunch of ideas in my head. I don't think I've got ADHD, but loads of things pop into my head of what to say, and they get mixed up with what I have said and what I haven't said. So, like, for example, in my head right there, I was just thinking, should I have a roundabout here? I didn't say it. Okay, that is awful. I think this is just going to be an awful game. If I come out of this with like 1,500 pins, I'll be happy because this is not looking good. Right, what should we do with this green business? Yeah, this is awful. I could not. Could this go any worse? Maybe I shouldn't ask that question because it probably will. What do I do? Shall I use a bridge? I think I'm going to use a bridge. What's the best way? If I go that way, it's only going to use a single road tile. Right, let's do that. I'm going to make the green go straight that way, and then this one. Ah, gosh, this is just atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. I'm going to make that go that way and that go that way. So now, I mean, there's a bit of work to do. I'm going to fix this. It's like a half. Oh my gosh, this genuinely, I'm not sure it could go any worse if I tried. Okay, that blue can support that business. Aye. This is not going how I want it to, but have I solved the problem? Not really. This is just absolute chaos. Absolute chaos. So, I mean, part of me was thinking just then, should I completely restart and just, start afresh? Because this is awful. I've got all the houses together, and yet, I don't know. We'll see how far the recording goes, because maybe it'll make an interesting watch. And if I stop it, someone might be like, "Oh, I wanted to see how that went." But this is not ideal at all. Like I say, all the houses are together. It's not a good layout. So let's see what score I can get, and then maybe in the end of the video, if it doesn't take too long to get a decent score or survive as long as I can survive, then maybe I'll do another video like off the back of it, like last time, 2-in-1. Because again, I don't know if that's what got everyone's attention. The title of the video was 2-in-1, so you're probably thinking, what are the two things in one video? And it was 2 attempts within one recording. Is that something I should do more of? I don't know. Be really helpful. I don't know if people tell me what they want to see. I know like some people have said they love Minecraft videos. Great. And I have thought, yeah, I've got free time, I could do it. I've just not really had the energy today. I think I'm just so exhausted from just being really busy. Absolutely really busy. But hey ho, I can sit here and moan about it all day long, but I'm free now. I'm doing what I love. Yeah, getting back on it. So hopefully all's going to go to plan. Right, we'll go for the roundabout. I think that's better than road tiles. And I've got loads of road tiles at the minute. It sort of makes me think, should I try and do something a bit more creative? But what is the option? I mean, what? Take the reds all the way around? You know what? Because I've got the road tiles. Let's do it. The only problem with taking it all the way around is it will take absolutely ages for those red cars to get to the red businesses. I don't think it helps that because of where the map started, if you're not familiar with the game, sometimes it starts Like, it started near these water areas, and it will start in a slightly different location every time. And I think because it started near the water, it's just meant that the spawn is absolutely awful. Uh, okay. There's so many things I'm trying to sort out. So I'm connecting this grey in. Everything's spawning, which is great. I mean, that is sarcasm because I'm trying to sort everything out, and it's just not giving me a chance to. Okay, reds everywhere, and it's because we've had a red upgrade, isn't it? So look, this traffic is the sort of thing we want to avoid. So we're going to make all the reds go the super long way round, but it's for good reason. If we make them go the super long way round, we're not going to get all of this intermingling, there's that word again, of all these colours causing absolute carnage. So now, I mean, yeah, if I'd have left that how it was, it would have been a very short game because those reds trying to get to this business, and these reds, once they've got onto the proper red route, will be fine. I do wish, I understand it's the game playing live, like it's in a way cool that as you fix something, it will respond to that straight away. But like that red car that you've just seen, it's got to now. It was basically nearly back to those houses. It's now got to go all the way around. I suppose that's just the reality of it, and I like that it's got that realistic thing about it. But yeah, can be a pain sometimes. It can. Right, I've just seen how I can improve this further. I can make those yellows go round here, so they don't have to cross over with that green. Let's try and keep the green completely separate, and the yellow completely separate. Yeah, okay, so I think I've improved this network now. Is there anything that you would do differently? I think it's very annoying I've got the reds going all the way around, but I have got a motorway if I need it. Right, bridge or roundabout. We've already got 2 roundabouts at our disposal, so let's go for a bridge. Yeah, if need be, a motorway could be a good solution, but I think it's coping fine at the minute. We'll have to see how things pan out. I think it's going okay. Is there any other way I can improve this network? I don't think so. So what I'm going to do is speed it up a tad. Okay, the grey has now upgraded. That was a very short, sped up section of game. It's only spawned in one more house, but I have a feeling some more are going to spawn. And if I'm honest, that grey upgrade in it is not really a problem because it's completely separate. It's completely on its own. So there shouldn't be any more traffic problems. The nightmare, which I have a feeling is going to happen, is something else spawning over here or something else spawning up here, joining onto that red road, and then it'll be chaos. But I can just utilise that motorway. I'm not going to do it now because it's coping fine, but if we do run into problems, that's the kind of train of thought I'm having as to how I'm going to solve those problems. Okay, so here is my fear, what do you call it, manifesting itself. We've got a yellow right where we don't want it. So I think I'm going to use my motorway. Never mind, because we've got a yellow house spawning in just the right place. So now, hopefully, I mean, there's only one house there. We'll have to see 2 houses. There we go. This is going well. For what I said was going to be an awful game, can you imagine if I beat my high score? What was it? 2032 or something. I don't think that's going to happen because this road network is absolute chaos. I mean, if I get a bunch of motorways, maybe I can solve that problem, but I'm not feeling hopeful. But maybe that's just me being pessimistic. Hopefully, things are going to go well. I need to remain optimistic. That's what I need to do. Okay, we'll take that grey one down there. It's all connected in. Great, it's coping absolutely fine. Should I speed the game up? I mean, there's plenty to watch. And you can guarantee if I do start to speed it up again, things will go crazy. Things will start spawning everywhere. So I think for what I was worried was going to be an awful game, it's panning out okay. I mean, I am only on, 280 pins, which is okay. How long have I been playing for? Not very long, so yeah, it's going okay. Everything's flowing fine. I don't think if it was to carry on as it is, I don't think we'll have any problems right now. It's only going to be as things upgrade. Let's grab that motorway. Okay, we've got a grey over here. I might just leave that for now. We don't particularly need it. We'll keep an eye on... okay. That was why the grey was spawning. So we'll connect that in there, and they can piggyback off those grey houses. Let's keep an eye out. That was the last grey car, wasn't it? And we've got a red spawning too. Is this where everything descends into chaos? So I think what I'm tempted to do is, I've got some bridges as well. Let's make the red ones... not the red ones, sorry. The grey ones come this way. What's the best way? Maybe like that. So all those greys are connected now, and they can serve either the small business or the big one. I've got those reds and this red business complaining. So to me, it makes sense to If I go that way, there's two crossroads. If I go that way, do I let those colours mix together? It might cause some problems. So I've got one and then connect. And then what I'm tempted to do is have a red street. And now they are going to have to filter through that mini retail park, if you like, or business park. Oh, and a green. Oh, could it get any worse? I'm happy that green spawned in there. I'm going to leave that. And if need be, we can use one of our motorways. So we're going to have to keep an eye on how... bingo. Okay, the trouble is we've just got kind of a mix of colours going on at the minute, which is going to cause a bunch of problems. I mean, let's pretend it's not going to cause a bunch of problems and see how it goes. But yeah, these junctions, I mean, these junctions are a nightmare. I wish there was some way of improving those. And serious question, like, for Dinosaur Polo Club, the creators of this game, why can't they make a mini roundabout? Like, if I could put a mini roundabout there and they'd all just give way to each other, that would really help the flow, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know without trying it. But I just think that would help instead of when they've got to wait and give way and take it in turns. It's not good. I mean, the solution could be traffic lights, so I'll keep that in mind. I guess we're going to get a blue business spawning soon because I don't think that is just spawning to support these. So let's see what happens next. Oh my gosh, that is not where we want it. The crazy thing about Beijing is it does just seem to be all over the place, and it is really, really built up. Like, I mean, can you see how many businesses we've got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 businesses. It's just crazy for the amount of time we've been playing the game anyway. Bridge or roundabout? So we've already got 2 roundabouts. Let's take the bridge. I'm just going to ignore these light blues for now. Keep in mind that we've got them. We've got a red spawning there. I'm going to make kind of like a red street over here, I think. I'll leave that free in case one spawns there. I do really like, in general, I don't know if you've noticed, where the houses spawn back to back a bit like this and the roads go around them. I just think it's the best use of space. It looks nice. So yeah, if hopefully we'll get another red in there. We can have a little red neighbourhood with the little streets and it will all be nice. What is it from Dance Moms? It'll all be nice. We're all going to have fun. I've not watched Dance Moms for ages. Really interesting watch. I mean, maybe it's not your thing, and I didn't think it'd be my thing, but I really got into it. When there's nothing else to watch, it's great to just stick a bit of rubbish TV on. And part of me thinks, like, I don't know, am I supporting that kind of toxic culture? But some of the things that Abby Miller, and I guess, again, you won't know if you don't watch it, but some of the things she says are so true. Like, even though she's been really harsh on the children, she's doing it because she wants them to do well, and she does make, you know, kids have like really successful careers. And yeah, gosh, it makes me think sometimes things about my teacher. I mean, I don't want to obviously be shouting at children. I'd get in trouble for that. And you can raise your voice before anyone starts going, oh, well, you shouting this lesson or whatever. You're allowed to raise your voice if you need to. I mean, you might know I absolutely hate to do it and try and avoid it at all costs. But gosh, there's a lot going on. It's because that's turned into a red one. Yeah, I just think, I mean, as a child, I used to hate when adults shouted. But I've realised, you know, there are times when that's needed. And I think the phrase, what is it? You have to be cruel to be kind is absolutely true. I mean, I hate, like, I've got an incredible tutor and I'm really strict with their equipment. But I just think if I'm not strict with them bringing their equipment, that's when they start trying it on. And they're just going to think, you know, they can get new equipment every day, which is not how it goes without punishment, and that's how it should be. Because in real life, you can't just, you know, take. I mean, the whole point of school is to prepare you for work, isn't it? Oh gosh, what am I doing? I don't want to do that. There's too many things going on. And yeah, if I'm just letting kids get away with things, I'm not preparing them for work. Right, because in a job, if we're being honest, in a job, if you don't bring your equipment, don't bring what you need, some jobs definitely will just say, see you later. I mean, I know a certain job, if you don't like have the correct uniform, they just send you home. They will not lend you uniform. You just go home. You cannot work. You don't get paid. And that is what the real world is like. So as much as well, in fact, I wouldn't like to just give equipment out all the time. It takes the mick. It's one of the very annoying things about my job, giving out equipment, but it's part of it. Yeah, as much as if I was to just do it, give equipment when needed, this turned into an equipment ramp. It would not prepare people in any way for the real world, and that's not the point of school, is it? If anything, school needs to be more about preparing children for the real world. We always say about that in the subjects and the curriculum. Some of the things, I must admit, some of the things that I teach people, I think, and I obviously understand what they're for. I know what they're for. I know what they can be applied to, and perhaps that's the kind of thing I should be discussing in the classroom. But a lot of the time, you sort of think, why am I doing certain topics with certain kids that are definitely never going to use them in their lifetime? I mean, the harsh answer is it's going to come up on your exam, and I need to prepare you as best I can for your exam. And sometimes that happens, doesn't it? I mean, any adult will know from any training they have to do, like on health and safety training, do I need every single one of those bits of information that I'm told? No. But do I have to prepare for whatever might come up, whatever I might use? Yes. So, I mean, we know that as adults, but yeah, I get it. I definitely think for some kids there should be a more straightforward course that just uses the things that they're actually going to need. Okay, that green has now turned into a circle. Someone said on my last video about being an IMAX cinema, which I know is something that real civil engineer, something like that, he calls it that. Like I say, cringes me out. I mean, how do you know that's a cinema? I get that it looks like one, and that's probably why he says it. Oh my gosh, so I don't know if it's just because of where this map spawned. Like I say, we spawned right over here. I don't know if I've ever noticed that waterway down the side before. I mean, I say that, I might have done. It's a long time since I've played in Beijing, except for this morning. I'm going to make these go this way, and then hopefully if I need them I can do a crossroads. Something spawned over here. Was it that green one? Grey is struggling, so what can we do to support Grey? And look at this. This is awful. So I might need some traffic lights on there. This yellow spawn in there is perfect. I can just latch the yellows on. Okay, red is a problem. Could we use a motorway maybe? Because I've got a motorway, so it's going to completely mess up the traffic flow. But I'm going to delete this, and I am putting in a red motorway. So I thought it'd be fine kind of going through that retail park, and look, now it's causing problems. This is not filtering properly. I could just put traffic lights on it. The traffic lights don't even work great there. I've tested it before in lots of my games, that it just doesn't flow right for some reason. I think because the cars can't get right up to the junction. I wish you did have a bit more control over this game, and that's exactly why I've said before, you know, like I've thought about making my own version of this game. I'd love to, but yeah, so much hard work. Let's replace that motorway. So much hard work and not straightforward. So look, all those reds are going to start turning around now. That it's disconnected. So, but we've got the motorway. So providing it can all, I can't see what's going on under there now. Let's make it like that so I can see what's going on. Yeah, this is just chaos. Greys are struggling. Perhaps need to connect some more greys in, because I have got 2 grey houses here which I've not used. So I've got a bridge as well and loads of road tiles. I'm going to make the greys go this way as far along as possible and then join it on to there. So I don't know if that was the best idea. I could have just looped them round and into there. I mean, it's the circular one, isn't it? This is becoming a problem. Although it's a low-key problem. This is an awful one. If I could get a roundabout in there, this is what I mean. We need a mini roundabout in the game. That would really help solve the problem. So let's try free up that junction a bit. It'll just help that flow. Okay, we've got a green. That green placement is awful. I mean, let's just connect it into that network. If that green gets really desperate, it will then call from that one, won't it? So let's do that. Okay, great problem. It was expected. I could pop a roundabout in here and I could use traffic lights. This is flowing though. That seems to be giving way to the main road, which in a way I want it to do that because I think it would just help it keep flowing. For this blue, we're going to piggyback it onto that one, I reckon. Okay, so I'm watching the greys. Greys could be my downfall. I've not even hit 1,000. Remember, I did say earlier on the video, if I can hit 1,500, I'm going to be quite happy. Greys seem to be catching up a bit, which is good. I'm going to latch these blues going this way, because there are 2 blue businesses onto there, aren't there? So they're going to need a bunch of blues. Okay, blues spawning down here, not handy. We've got 1 motorway, so I'll keep that in mind. I'm trying to get the highest score possible. This is my biggest concern, but the good news is this seems to only be stopping when there's main traffic flowing, so that's good. It's going to let the main traffic keep flowing. Okay, yellow upgrade. Let's make it go that way. Free up that road tile in case anything spawns there. Watch it be like this, though, where it's the wrong colour spawning. We'll just have to see what happens. Another yellow. Okay, we'll latch that on. I do like that the houses kind of spawn in pockets, like little neighbourhoods. if it was complete anarchy, can you imagine the traffic? I mean, they've probably done it on purpose, because if they did, I swear 3 houses just spawned at once. I saw the green spawn down here. I know there was that yellow I just did, and I swear there was something down here too. Maybe, was it that grey? It was that grey. You can tell because it's got both cars there, and I reckon they're going to leave pretty swiftly, yeah. Okay, I'm fairly happy with how everything's flowing. This is catching up a bit, which is good. I've noticed we've got a bit of a red problem here. All those reds are out as well. We've got some reds here that are stationary, don't have a bridge, because I was just thinking, could we connect? Okay, that's handy in a way. What, we got traffic lights or roundabout? I'm going to go for traffic lights in this case. Probably won't use them. You know, I genuinely do think traffic lights are like the worst thing. This is chaos. Could I put a roundabout in here? I don't think it will help, to be fair. Don't think it will help. We'll just see how it goes. Okay. Keeping an eye out. I'm worried about this red. I'm worried about that red. Yeah, look, it's just become a problem. So I've got 54 road tiles. What I'm going to do is put a red road in down here, and that will connect those red neighbourhoods. Now, sometimes that's advantageous, and sometimes it just causes absolute chaos because, yeah, like now the reds are going to start getting mixed up. So say, for example, we need a bunch of reds over here. All these 3 reds will start going this way, and then the reds that need to come to this one will start coming from over here, and it just makes it absolute carnage. We have to bear in mind now we've connected... Oh no, I was going to say now I've connected this web network. We might get some other things flowing, but I forgot I used a motorway and it's completely segregated. So look, all these reds are going to come to the rescue, and hopefully that will solve the problem. I've got a feeling I might need some traffic lights down here, because this is just going to be absolute chaos. Absolute chaos. So we'll keep an eye out. Hopefully this red is not going to be our downfall. I want it to be a good game. I want to get a high score. We're on 1,000, so only 1,100 roughly. So only sort of 400 away from the target I was aiming for, which I think I'm dead happy with. I'm surprised how this has coped fine. I think it's because most of the growth was over this side of the map. So yeah, just going to have to see. Yeah, look at this red chaos down here. So I can improve it. Should I improve it or do I let it flow? I'm tempted. In fact, we'll give it a minute, see if it solves itself. If it doesn't solve itself, then I'll improve the junction. Because I think, look, it's going to flow, but we'll see. We'll see how... Yeah, look, they can all go now because there's no traffic. Just have to keep an eye out. Okay, anything else I can improve? I think I'm happy with how everything's going. Red is my biggest concern, but I think it's going to catch up now just by connecting that red neighbourhood in. I think has solved the problem. We've got another red spawned up here. Let's connect that on. Beijing is turning out to be a good map. I mean, it's worked out well in the end. It's just really dense, like everything's tightly packed in together. I really do wish they would combine like the endless, when you play an endless sort of thing, combine that with creative. Why is that not a thing? Maybe they're working on it. I mean, clearly they're listening to people because they've added the creative version of the game. I just think it's boring because you're completely choosing where everything goes. Is that me? I don't know. Is that just my thoughts? It's a shame because creative, it's just got so much potential. I mean, I did go watch the official trailer from Dinosaur Polo Club about creative mode being launched in the game. Okay, just having a think. I'm going to connect that blue in there. And I was thinking, should I just comment on their video of my suggestions? Because they might, you never know. A lot of companies do reply to like social media posts, don't they? So I was thinking, if I make my suggestions, could they get acted on? I'm going to connect that way, delete these roads. And we've got another red spawn there, that's perfect. But I saw there was a bunch of comments on the video and they didn't seem to be replying to them. So I think Dinosaur Polo Club is actually a small company, which... I mean, I'm assuming that I don't know. I know it's Australian. I'm pretty sure they've only got 2 games, and again, could be wrong with that. I just don't know my stuff. Feel free to do your research and find out. But yeah, maybe that's why they're not responding to social media posts. Do they not have the time and the resources? They got better things to do. I'd hope they're working on things either with this game or a new game, and that's why they're too busy. But who knows? Right, the red problem has solved itself now, which is really good. I think connecting the blues in this corner, which again, I don't know if you can see because of my camera, I think that was a good idea. Just going to have to keep an eye out. I've noticed there's some greys spawning at the top. So perhaps something is going to change with grey at some point. All my grey businesses are going fine. Look, we've got an abundance of cars available down here. I'm surprised I've not had to use these green houses yet, but green is coping absolutely fine. Not a problem. I think it helps that these greenhouses are so close to that green circle. Like as soon as a pin becomes available, a house can just come and deal with it. I'm surprised that 3 houses has coped with that demand though. And look at our score. We've done it. We've done it. We've hit 1,500 just as we get an upgrade with that yellow. So that's something I'm going to have to keep an eye on because there's only a few houses down there. I've just seen that one spawn. I can't see a good way to connect it though. I've got one motorway, 60 road tiles. Okay, yellows spawning everywhere. I'm very tempted because I've got 3 yellows not connected up here. What I think I'm going to do is connect those yellows. Another yellow there. I'm latching that onto that one. I'm thinking about a motorway to help support this yellow business. So the question is, do I connect... let's go for the bridge. Do I connect this little unutilised neighbourhood up here? Very tempted to. Let's do it, and I might pop a roundabout in here. Or do I just see if it can cope? I mean, I know it can't cope, look, because all the yellow ones are out. So let's pause the game. Oh, I did not see that coming. We'll have to keep an eye on that. I'm going to pop, I think, a roundabout in here, then disconnect that bit. That's fine. And then up here, I'm going to use my motorway to connect in this yellow neighbourhood. So hopefully those yellow houses can now support both that business and that business. I'm going to have to keep an eye on grey. Now, grey has been, I said earlier, didn't I, how we had loads of greys free, and now they all seem to be busy. So there's some down here. I don't know if you can see it because of where my camera is. So it's not used all the greys yet, but it's struggling. They're not getting there in time. So grey is something I need to keep an eye on. Is there any, and that one's struggling too. Any way I can connect those grey houses? I think I really need a motorway because I don't want to have to use crossroads. Crossroads are just a nightmare. But I am getting a bit anxious that those grey businesses are struggling now. Yikes. Not sure. Okay, let's see if it copes. I'm going to keep an eye out for problems. I know, obviously, the grey roads are getting... Okay, we've had a grey business spawn, but I can now connect those grey houses in that way. Problem solved. Excuse me, hiccuping randomly. Okay, grey is a problem. Look at all this grey traffic and all the grey businesses. This is the biggest concern. It's a shame. I can just tell that what's happened is what I said earlier. So all the close by grey houses have gone to solve other problems, and then it's had to call from houses that are further away, and they're just taking ages. They've got to pass other junctions to get there. Not ideal. So this is obviously a bit of a problem. It might solve in the short term. Red is getting busy as well. I think grey is going to be our downfall. I don't particularly feel like doing anything to solve the problem at the minute. Only thing I'm thinking, do I put traffic lights on that junction? It's probably too late anyway. I think it could be, I don't even know which one it's going to be at this point. One of those grey businesses. I know red is struggling. I think red's got the capacity to deal with it though. Look, yeah, red's struggling too. I used to think this game just goes into like self-sabotage. That's that one, look, that's it, game over. Okay, I really enjoyed it anyway. It's been a fairly long recording, so I'm not going to do another one off the back of it. I mean, I'd love to obviously make another recording, and I'm free, so maybe it'd be a good idea to do it with my time. It'd be really interesting to see how many views this video gets. I did notice my last one got a few thumbs up, so if you did all enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Do you want Minecraft videos? Do you want mini motorways videos? I don't know if I should just stick to what I enjoy rather than asking. But I suppose I've said before, I'm not doing it just for me, I'm doing it for other people as well. But in a way, I'm doing it because I enjoy it too. And I have said I'm not doing it just for views, but yeah, getting that high of that many views was crazy. So thank you if you're one of those people. Thank you for following along and watching my videos. If you haven't all enjoyed this one, like I say, give it a thumbs up so I know if you've enjoyed it. But otherwise, I'll see you in the next video, which I have no idea what it will be. Will it be a Minecraft one, mini motorways? Don't know. But yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully see you in the next one.